Hello, today I read from the book of 1 Samuel, the chapter 24. Chapter 23 was about David, that he says Keilah, and after that Saul was following him, and he was hiding from Saul, and yeah. Now let's see what's next. What's happening next? After Saul returned from pursuing the Philistines, he was told, David is in the desert of ENG. So Saul took 3,000 chosen men from all Israel and set out to look for David and his men near the crags of the wild goats. Before that, something happened. The Philistines was attacking the Israel, and Saul couldn't follow David anymore because he should protect Israel and as a king. And yeah, and look here that after he returned from pursuing the Philistines, again he started to look for David. He came to the sheep pens. Along the way, a cave was there, and Saul went in to relieve himself. He came back from a fight, from a battle with the Philistines, and now before that he was looking for David and now he's looking for David again, and yeah, he was tiring. Very tiring. David and his men were far back in the cave. Wow. In the same cave, but it seems that the cave was like a tunnel, like a long tunnel or something like that. I mean, it's very interesting. Yeah. The man said, "This is the day the Lord spoke of when he said to you, I will give your enemy into your hands for you to deal with as you wish." Then David crept up unnoticed and cut off a corner of Saul's robe. How could he do that? I think, yeah, because of Saul was fell asleep, I think, or something like that. Afterward, David was conscience-stricken for having cut off a corner of his robe. He said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do such a thing to my master." Conscience-stricken. His heart was beating up, and he was very afraid. Yeah. Like he did something wrong. He had conscience, and for having cut off a corner of his robe, he said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do such a thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, or lift my hand against him, for he is the anointed of the Lord." Wow. Saul was, but David was the new anointed, and God left Saul and as a king, and yeah, but David have that have no pride for himself. Even if he knew that he was a king, he will be the king someday. He didn't kill Saul. Even if Saul was making his life so hard, so heavy, so difficult, but he didn't touch. He didn't kill the Saul. And he recognized him as the anointed of the Lord. Even in an evil thing, David sees something good. I think yeah, wow. With these words, David rebuked his men and did not allow them to attack Saul. And Saul left the cave and went his way. Oh, maybe he wasn't fall asleep, or I don't know. But it was weird. Saul didn't hear anything. What was with Saul? I don't know what really happened. Maybe it was the dark there, and was Saul alone in the cave? I don't know. He was with 3,000 people, but I don't know if they were entering in the cave or not. Then David went out of the cave and called out to Saul, "My lord the king!" When Saul looked behind him, David bowed down. Wow. And prostrated himself with his face to the ground. He said to Saul, Why do you listen when men say, David is bent on harming you? This day you have seen with your own eyes how the Lord delivered you into my hands in the cave. Some urged me to kill you, but I spared you. I said, I will not lift my hand against my master, because he is the Lord's anointed. See, my father, look at this piece of your robe in my hand. I cut off the corner of your robe, but did not kill you. Now understand and recognize that I am not guilty of wrongdoing or rebellion. I have not wronged you, but you are hunting me down to take my life. May the Lord judge between you and me, and may the Lord avenge the wrongs you have done to me, but my hand will not touch you. As the old saying goes, from evil doers come evil deeds. So my hand will not touch you. Against whom has the king of Israel come out? Whom are you pursuing? A dead dog? A flea? May the Lord be our judge and decide between us. May he consider my cause and uphold it. May he vindicate me by delivering me from your hand. When David finished saying this, Saul asked, Is that your voice, David, my son? Saul, what is wrong with you? Wake up. And he wept aloud. Yeah, no, this time maybe not. Maybe he was sincere. Sorry, we must be on the line and not have thoughts, external thoughts about. Is that your voice, David, my son? Yeah, but it's still a bit of David, my son. You wanted to kill him. And now you say, my son. And he wept aloud. You are more righteous than I, he said. You have treated me well, but I have treated you badly. You have just now told me of the good you did to me. The Lord delivered me into your hands, but you did not kill me. When a man finds his enemy, does he let him get away unharmed? May the Lord reward you well for the way you treated me today. I know that you will surely be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will be established in your hands. Wow. The king, the actual king to say that to you. Now swear to me by the Lord that you will not cut off my descendants or wipe out my name from my father's family. So David gave his oath to Saul. Then Saul returned home, but David and his men went up to the stronghold. Now Saul was a bit ashamed. He fell off in the hands of David. He wanted to kill David, but it turns out that he fell off into David's hands, and it was very interesting. God was there, and David was with God. You must have the God nature into yourself. What will God, what will He do in your case? Okay, yeah, that was the chapter, and may the God bless me, protect me, and enlighten me in the next chapter too. And if you want, yeah, before that, we must act like David. Even if our enemy will fall into our hands, our enemies, if we have that kind of persons, we should treat them well. Like the Bible say, if you have an enemy, you should give him something. Show him that God loves him, and not just God, that you love him too. Yeah, the different kinds of love. That you don't hate him or something like how can I say? Not just don't hate as a human being. We must not have any grudges on our heart, any emotional emotional disorders or something like that. That if you hate someone, or if you make something wrong, or you must be free and have peace in your heart, and don't have any grudges or anything. May the God help us to that too. Okay, that was the chapter. May the God bless me, protect me, and enlighten me in the next chapter too. And if you want, you will listen me there too. God bless you all, and goodbye.